Hi, Apartment Therapy. I'm Shiva. Welcome to my 900 square foot apartment in Brooklyn, New York. As you enter the apartment, there's the foyer and there is a storage, there's the bathroom, and there's a walk-in closet right here. And on top, there is a hidden storage where we put all our luggage. And then as we move forward, there is a combined kitchen and dining room. And on the right side, we get to the living room, and as you turn, there is a big desktop where there are 2 chairs and 2 monitors because my husband and I sometimes work from home, and a library on top of that. The glass partition here separates the dining room from the bedroom and also allows the light to come from outside to the inside of the home. So initially the apartment was a studio. There's only one side of windows in this apartment, and the kitchen was really small, and there was an upward shape bedroom in the middle. So we decided to remove the walls, add this wall, and also close off the corridor, and we close it so that would become a walk-in closet. Here we would have a bedroom, and glass partition would allow the light to get to the kitchen, a big kitchen combined with dining room, and a larger field for the living room. Kitchen is really the heart of the home. Everyone gathers around the food or drinks, and that's why I wanted to have a really large footprint devoted to the dining room and the kitchen. We have hosted up to 12 people around this dining table. I mean, right now it has, 7 seats around it, but you can really have so many people make the drinks here, make the food over there, and it's just really fun. We also sometimes use it, especially during the pandemic, to play ping pong on it. So it's really a heart of this home, and I love it. So this is actually a CB2 piece. We got it in Soho. I was thinking initially to have maybe an kitchen island made here. But once we saw this, we realized it's much more convenient because we can take it wherever we move to. And also this is ceramic, so it's a lot less high maintenance. So I got the chairs from Amazon, and on that side, we don't have any chair because we have this big bench that's from Article. And we wanted a bench because whenever we're in the kitchen, we just push it in, so we have open space over there. So we did the remodeling of our apartment during the COVID. Actually, it made it so hard because everything was back ordered. With the back order, we got the whole kitchen cabinets, but the pantry part of it was not delivered because they said we're just out of stock. So this part that we have open shelving is supposed to have a large pantry. So this just was empty until we found an open shelving that kind of matched our dimensions. And that kind of added an extra challenge because now our pantry had to look beautiful, because it was part of the dining room. So I put all of our snacks together in this, so it would become harder to get the snack you want out of it. So now that's all the snacks, and it looks better, So lighter colors feel visually light, So I decided to have the top cabinet, and because we don't get a lot of light in this part of the home, that was really important for me to make the space feel lighter. Also, because we have our dining room here too, I didn't want it to look too kitcheny. The wood material for the bottom cabinets is just to make it more polished and formal looking. I don't want your audience to make the same mistake we did, because this is so heavy, it falls, and then we have to put this thing behind it because we haven't found a way to
Oh no, that is amazing.
We bought these panels that are from the cabinets, but they're extremely heavy, and we attached them to the door of our dishwasher. And we could do it because there's all the buttons are on top. So that was completely doable, and we were so happy with this decision. But the tricky part is that whenever it finishes the washing, it opens a little so that the hot air gets out and like everything gets dried, right? But then it's so heavy, whenever it does like open a little, it just like falls all the way. So we are thinking we have to like attach like a band, like an elastic thing or something here, but we still haven't. So right now our solution is this thing. So whenever we turn it on, we put that here. So when it opens up, like it just opens like this. That works. But obviously we have to solve this issue before, I mean, it's too late. I don't know.
And that works.
Yeah, and it works.
Why get the band when you have
Okay.
that?
So this illustration is called Hanging In. And I love the fact that it's a woman that is sitting on a swing chair and looking to a distance. And I thought it really is like an experience of someone who immigrates, you know, because you always see whatever happens in your country, in your family. And actually the mountain is Damavand, which is a mountain in Iran. So it's like you're seeing all that is going on from far through news, through your family. And while you're maybe in like a peaceful state, but you have one foot on the ground, one foot like above, and that's like something that is behind this. If you could see it, that was how it looked like. So this is a pocket door, and my husband kept saying, I think we can do something fun with it. Granted, I mean, he's a designer too, and he kept saying like, what if we make an illusion as if there is like a 3D thing coming out of it? But I think what we decided to do was just to make this feel kind of more 3D, and there's like a window, and it kind of gets hidden when you close the door. So that was the only interactive thing we did, really. This is our bedroom. As you can see, one of the sides of this bedroom is a glass partition wall with a door. This allows the light from the window in the bedroom to come to the kitchen. And also we can close it whenever we want using these curtains. They are like linen, and we got them actually from H&M. It's really actually nice to soundproof the bedroom too, like these glass walls. And on this side we have the headboard and the side tables that are built in. And then the material that I love so much is this red bricks that we see in a lot of like Brooklyn New York homes. And also we have it on the exterior of the building, so bringing what's in the exterior inside the apartment made it feel like it has always been there. We just got this brick veneer, which is technically brick, but then they cut it thinner so it covers a surface rather than you actually make a structure out of the brick. I'm kind of a perfectionist. I was trying to make the grout look perfect, and it was just taking forever. So I was like, okay, like this is not working. Let's bring a professional. And I honestly think doing the brick veneer was something that I would never DIY again. Because like in the home that we have, like we are living in, there's so much dust and mess. Even we had to cut some of the bricks, so we needed special tools. It was just like, although it's advertised as a DIY solution, I don't think it is. Maybe for some people, not for me. A few years ago, I actually traveled throughout like different parts of Iran to explore the different crafts that are there, especially the ones that are like artisans are doing are less popular, we know less about. And one of them was this embroidery that like women in northeast of Iran were doing. So this is one of my designs, and they actually did an embroidery for me. And I love it so much, it's always on our bed. The living room had like a smaller width, so we decided to have this wall have a lot of like storage underneath. It functions as a gallery wall, and the center section that has doors have all the wires, a PlayStation, because the width of the living room would have been too small to have a media console. And if we had one, it would have blocked kind of the way to the balcony. The swing chair is this fun addition to our home. It hides the AC that is behind it. And also because it kind of blocks the AC, it allows the cool air to go from the two sides and like get distributed to the living room instead of like directly get to us on the couch. So it's kind of practical. So it just gives you this really nice nest-like personal space, and you can turn and sit toward the window, and it's just amazing. Once I was browsing through Etsy and I saw this antique fireplace. I mean, it's like about more than 100 years old. So once we got this, I was like, so now what do we do with it? You know, I was like, well, now we need to make a fireplace for this. So I found a decorative plaster craftsman on this app called Thumbtack. I had in my mind, had a lot of curves like this. So a plaster fireplace would make a lot more sense because you can really hand carve it and like shape it, you know. So I wanted it to kind of reflect the curve that we have here, like here, you know, like all this. This piece on the fireplace is a miniature alam. Alam is this thing that is usually used in a religious event in Iran. I'm not religious at all, but I really found it beautiful. With all the, like, it's handmade and all those carving, and it just felt nostalgic and cool looking. I almost felt like these carvings and forms go with the forms that we have, all those like delicate details on the fireplace. So this shelf behind the couch is super practical. Like, for instance, whenever you're sitting and watching TV, like, and you're drinking something, you can put it there. This gap allows you to have extra storage for some stuff that you have and you want to like tuck them away. This building used to be a furniture storage and manufacturing facility, and in I think 2001 they transformed it to residential loft. So the city asked them to keep this facade intact, and the balcony is quite small, but it's really peaceful because we have like a really nice shared courtyard on the bottom. We found really comfy chairs and this table for here, and a lot of times when the weather is nice, we come and just have coffee or food here. And another nice thing about this balcony for us is that there's a little like ceiling on top of it, so even if it rains, you can still sit on it and enjoy the outdoor. So we have plenty of rugs in this home. I feel like it's an Iranian thing. We have the history of the Persian rugs and we love them and make me feel like it's an Iranian home. I really like our living room because I feel like it feels very peaceful. And whenever I come and sit here, there's like this really nice ambient light, all these like art in front of me, and our cat comes and sits right behind me on this shelf. And it's just like this, the colors are also very like, I don't know, the gray is very relaxing and it's contrast with the rug. It's just like, it just really feels warm to me. The bathroom, when we remodeled, we changed the vanity, the mirror, and the toilet. Also, all the faucets are changed in the shower. And we used to have like a shower curtain, but then we changed it with a glass separating wall. With the shower curtain, we had to have like this plastic liner, and it was such a waste because you had to like keep throwing it out, and it's really not great for the environment. And also the glass makes the space look larger. We used this grout marker, the black grout marker, so that it looks more hip and modern, and also added this neon pink light because I felt like that the bathroom didn't get enough love. Doing all these little details, we made it really fun. So the walk-in closet has floor-to-ceiling storage space. We got IKEA storage solution. They have a software. You can actually give the dimensions of your space, and it gives you the storage system that you want. Because the bedroom doesn't have a storage, so it's really like all sorts of things from like bedding to towels to clothes to purse, and you know, everything is in there. My husband and I are both creatives. He does mostly like digital design, and he works at Max streaming platform. And I do, my background is industrial design, so I do product design, and recently I have kind of moved to interior design as well. And this home actually was my inspiration. The beauty of a home is not just being aesthetically pleasing, but also like functionally making someone's life easier. In a smaller space, everything needs a place. Otherwise, it can like get crazy really fast. So we just need to constantly find like storage solutions and pick places for different things to avoid the like getting cluttered. I think a home is a place that you can really be yourself, and it allows you to do the things you want and creates a vibe for you that you can do those things the best way you can, you know? The space allows those things that matter to you to do them the best way you can. This one. Yeah. So this notebook have a lot of notes from many of my friends and family when I was leaving Iran to move to US. So they just wrote stuff for me and I have it here. I think because this whole wall is like different memories from different times of our life. They're like things that are important for us throughout our life. So that's why I framed it. I love it so much. Every now and then I just like go through the notes that my friends and family wrote me. It's beautiful.